Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video, I'll be discussing some brief thoughts on episode 6 of the Doctor Who fan series, The Forgotten Doctor, titled Torchwood, Part 1. And let me get it out of the way right away and say, best episode yet. At least for me personally, I was just absolutely on the edge of my seat watching this one. There are twists and turns and surprises around every corner, and just when you think you've seen the last of them, boom, here's another one for you. This was absolutely a brilliant episode. Got to be my favorite by far thus far. And let me also give a warning to anyone watching this video who hasn't yet seen the episode. It's going to be a spoilery discussion because, quite frankly, there's no way to talk about this episode without going into every little detail. It was just fantastic. So there's your warning for you, and get out of the way and come back later, or you'll be sticking with me and let's rock and roll. Now, essentially, we're picking up with the Doctor and Sasha just kind of floating around space, and I love the depth of these space shots. You know, basically, you see the TARDIS floating amongst what looks like asteroids or meteors or whatever you want to say. And eventually they go to and open the door and they're looking out at all the planets, the wonder of the universe, something that has always been a favorite scene whenever they do that in Doctor Who proper for me. But what I really loved is he's seeing key planets like Skaro, and he points out Raxacoricofallapatorius and all this stuff, and Clom, the little planet next to it and all this. And then he stumbles onto Gallifrey, and he's reacting very strangely to it. There's a bright light, and he is like thrust back to the floor of the TARDIS, and I like his comments, something like timey-wimey hangover or interdimensional hangover, something like that. But basically, Sasha realizes she's got to save the day. She manipulates the TARDIS, and they end up somewhere unexpected, I would say. As the title suggests, it involves Torchwood, and you have guest starring actress Amber Nicole Gay playing Yvonne Hartman, who was a character embodied so well, I thought, from her counterpart in Doctor Who proper toward the end of Series 2 of Doctor Who with David Tennant and Billie Piper as Rose Tyler. You know, I mean, she absolutely looked the role. She carried the same kind of sassy attitude. And then she makes reference to the captain. Now, what I love about this is talk about a red herring. Talk about throwing you one way and then introducing another way to you right in midstream, you know. You're thinking, of course, Captain Jack Harkness. But keep in mind, this Doctor never met Jack. He never had the Ninth Doctor's adventures, so where is Jack? He's probably still a con man out in the universe somewhere. And who comes walking in but Paul Carter reprising his role as the Master. And I have to say, after this episode, I think I have a new favorite actor playing the Master. And that's saying, I mean, that's the best compliment I can give. I absolutely am just grinning and on the edge of my seat when he's playing the Master, when he's encountering the Doctor and getting up in his face, fixing his tie, deliberately looking up, grinning at him, talking about taking the Doctor down in a sense that the Doctor is wrong. Well, of course, he created, in a sense, this alternate Doctor. So what is his plan? It was his plan to remove the Doctor's timeline from a sort of, you know, concurrent thing and bring up an anomalous Doctor and then take him out and, you know, reformat the entire universe to the Master's will. It just seems there's so much potential with this story. And, of course, you have Sasha just kicking so much ass. You know, she's being manhandled by these two Torchwood guards, these two lumbering idiots, and she knocks them both out in a very brilliant action sequence. And, of course, the cliffhanger with the Master going up to her and saying, now that the stage is set, let's rock, you know. Oh, man, what an episode. I'm just saying, this is the one that, I mean, they've all excited me, put it that way, but this one, by far, leaps and bounds, is probably my favorite. I mean, Java Green does a hell of a job just embodying a Doctor who knows this is bad doings, you know. You see that Dalek toward the end of it, and it's like, wow. It looked like the genuine thing. My excitement cannot be contained for this episode. That's all I can say. That's it in a nutshell. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you thought of it if you've seen it. Be on the lookout for Friday's, you know, Doctor Who Forgotten Doctor Confidentials. Last week's was really awesome in that we got to find out how they took a small group of people and made it basically an auditorium full of people through editing trickery and stuff like that. So yeah, this series is awesome, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.